Hey, it's Mike. I know that we haven't posted any videos of us camping, traveling, things like that. I've been sick, with lead poisoning to be specific, and we've been busy. So in the meantime, we've just been doing some preparations with the new camper. Something else, I got a new tow vehicle. If you watched any of my previous videos, you probably saw that I had a red truck, regular cab, and I traded that in and got a 2016 Ram 3500 dually. A little bit of firewood left in the back. Got a 4-door this time, and put a seat cover down for the dogs, so that should really help out. How much shedding they constantly do. But in this video, when we were looking at campers and we saw this one, you know, noticed right away that there's a TV hook up there, and I put that TV up and works great. However, when you go into the bedroom, there's no TV hookups. None whatsoever. Thought it was kind of odd, but I didn't let it stop us from buying this trailer. My idea here is to place the TV directly in the center of the wall, which is about here. You can see there's a seam here. When you knock on it, it's solid. Off to each side, it's hollow until you hit another stud. But this is center. This is where I want to put the TV anyway. So what we're going to do is mount this new 24-inch Vizio. At the same time, I also got an indoor HD TV antenna. Got the wall mount. Got some little grommets because I'm going to drill some big holes. I'll show you that here in a minute. It just makes it look nice and finished. Got a hole saw to run my cables, which is what these will plug. And I got an extension cord, and of course I got my cordless drill. My plan, once I mount the TV on the wall there in the middle, I'm going to just run everything through these cabinets. So we'll have a hole coming through here to bring the coax cable for the antenna and the power cable for the TV. And then I will drill a hole up to the bottom of this cabinet here, so we can plug into this outlet here. It's kind of involved. I know everybody's camper is different, everybody's install is going to be different, but this should work out just fine once I'm all finished. And of course, whatever you do, you're doing at your own risk. So let's get started. Okay, so far I've got the mount on the back of the TV. Got that all installed, and then I measured from the top of the TV down to the first hole, just to see how far or how close I want it to the ceiling. And then I came up here, I measured down from the top of the ceiling down to my first hole, and then down to the second hole. Something they give you is this template. It's kind of handy, so when you line up your top hole, then you can line up your bottom hole. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill these first with a smaller bit. I'm going to use this bit here. The lag screws that they included with the mount are a little more heavy duty than what I want or need. Something I have to take into consideration is the thickness of this wall. So those should work without passing through the wall. Even if they were too long and came through the wall, they'd be sticking through in the cabinet. So I'm not worried. I'm just hoping that it stays square when I'm drilling the hole, and just stays square right through this wall stud. So let's drill this and see what happens. Okay, holes are drilled. Ready to install the bracket. Unfortunately, I cannot hold the camera and do it at the same time, so I'm just going to have to give you shots in between of each step. I hope that works. Okay, that was a bit of a workout, but it is mounted, and I can assure you that this TV is not going to go anywhere. Those bit in hard the whole way, about 3 inches of lag screw. It did screw up this tape on the seam a little bit, but it is on there. Let's see how this fits. It is mounted. That would be perfect. Next step, drill a hole through the wall into the cabinets. It's 1 3/8 hole saw with my cordless drill. Let's see how easy this comes off of here. There we go. And I will get the drill. We'll drill a hole. Alright. Let's see what side this cable is on. It's right here. Okay. I think I'm going to go right here. That's where I want to drill. Again, it's a 1 3/8 hole saw. Okay, looking inside the wall, there's no wiring and there's no insulation, just as I expected. Get my flashlight out. Yep, all I see is paneling on the other side, goes into the cabinets, and then I can see the stud that my leg screws went into. That's solid. Okay, now I guess we'll drill all the way through if it's for reach. Try to go as straight through as possible. And it won't reach, but you can probably see the pilot hole that goes straight through the other side. Pilot hole is in the center of that bit. So, if I go over to this side, there it is. There's the hole. So all I gotta do from this side is drill straight through. Let's see if I can do this while holding the camera. Alright. It's in the pilot hole. There it is. We have a hole all the way through. No damage done. And wood should work perfect. Let's grab these plastic pieces. Leave those there. Undo this cord. Now that the hole is drilled, I'm going to take the cord, the plastic bushing, I'm going to pass the cord through into the cabinet, and then install the bushing, which is a snug fit. There we go. That is for the more finished look of the install. You won't see it anyways because it's behind the TV. So now we go to the other side, do the same thing. Progress has been made. This is the power for the TV. This is the coax coming from the antenna. And it is an amplified antenna, which I'll show you in a minute. So this basically is a power inserter. This connects to the antenna in on the TV, and then this plugs into the USB port. And the USB port powers the power inserter. So we'll take the TV and we will connect the power. I know you can't see this, trust me. And the antenna, it's the antenna in on the TV. And then the USB plug, so I can tilt this, plugs in to the USB on the TV. There, that's all done. we can hang it. And I will clean these wires up when I'm finished. And that is that. We have a TV in the bedroom, but we're not finished. I think it looks pretty good. Looks pretty clean, even from the back. Should work out perfectly. So here's where, oops, hit my level. Here's where all the wires come through. I still need to drill down through here to get down to the outlet. Which this probably won't, that might reach, but I bought an extension cord, so that way if I want to put a DVD player up here, I can just plug it into the extension cord and run the wires through here to the TV. As far as this antenna goes, this thing is paper thin. It says on the box paper thin, they aren't kidding. It's actually pretty cool. It's got these two little holes in the top, and then for mounting, give you this bag with some like push pins and some Velcro. Probably just use the push pins, see how it holds up. What I'll probably do is just mount it just like this. This out of the way, you can still use the cabinet space. So something to take into consideration is this light. You can guarantee that the 12-volt wiring for this light runs this way or this way. Most likely this way. And I'm going to drill my hole over here in this corner. So I'll pull the light down, see which way the wiring goes, because I don't really want to tear it out. Square-headed screws. LED lights are bright. Yep. Wires are running this way. I'm trying to listen over here to see where they're at. From what I could tell, they're going right through here in this corner. So I suppose my plan of attack is to stay towards the back, go through one layer of the plywood, make sure there's no wires underneath, and then move them if I have to and drill through the bottom. Yeah, there's nothing. It still works. I didn't see any wires, but I'm going to look closer. So I get this plug out of here. And it's out. Use my flashlight app. No wires. There's no wires in the way. So, I am safe to drill straight down through it. I'm going to drill straight down through the hole I made out the bottom. And for verification, light still works. I didn't hit any of the wiring. So I can put the light back up. The plastic bushings, or grommets I should say, they're grommets. One on the top, one on the bottom. Run the power cable, power wire down to that hole into the outlet. Alright, I am finished. And I'm watching YouTube. I have my hotspot running on my cell phone. And I got the TV out here also running off of my hotspot. So we got Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, Amazon, and then of course the antenna, which lights put back in place. That's the power cord that goes up into the cabinet and powers the TV in the bedroom. All the wiring's done, antenna's installed. I did do a channel scan. I picked up about 15 channels from right here where I'm sitting, which isn't bad considering we're not really near any big cities that broadcast. So slide off. And that is that. 2 TVs running YouTube off of my hotspot at the same time, no problems. Easy.